Hello folks, Dolphins for sale. Well, kind of reminds me of what? Dolphins for sale? Yes. And I'm just saying here, even though I'm trying to say about the Miami Dolphins, when I was like with my mom to the hospital and all that stuff, yeah, one thing I heard about the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins. I heard saying they're not remodeling the stadium, but the Dolphins might be sold. I mean, somebody might sell the Dolphins because of not renovating the SunLife Stadium. Okay, this is what's going to happen with the Miami Dolphins. First of all, the Miami Dolphins, if they're not, if they're not, like I'm saying, if they're gonna sell the Miami Dolphins, I know the owner who might be. Yeah, just hooking up in there. The new owner of the Miami Dolphins will be the owner of the Miami Heat. And let me tell you why. First of all, under Mickey Arison ownership, they are going to play overseas. Yes, overseas. And then during their first game played overseas, they're going to demolish SunLife Stadium. After the demolition of SunLife Stadium, they might make a new stadium. I know it could be a weird ass name, but it has to be something with that. It has to be, this is where it is about talking about X-League, football league in Japan, and what it does is that I think I do have a piece of what I'm saying about Miami Dolphins next, or what I have done. Alright, here we go. USB port. Is what I heard. If Mickey Arison try to settle up of purchasing the Miami Dolphins, the first game will be played overseas. Then, I will tell you how it is. And this is what I have my perspective of new stadium, new name, and being in the same place where SunLife is right now, or Joe Robbie Stadium. It is more money to invest of new players, new management. I think David Shula will be the coach of the Miami Dolphins, just like under. I do have stuff here. But I have to go to the WTF folder to show you how it is. But I already done my new perspective of new Miami Dolphins logo. Unofficially a new Miami Dolphins logo. This light is unplugged. Boom! Here we go. There's the light. As God says, let there be light. Light there is. This is my version of the new Miami Dolphins logo. Dolphin holding a football, and it looks similar to the Miami Heat. But the M and C, M is USA, C is JPN. Alright. There is NFL Miami, X-League Carnival, somebody familiar with the X League, you might just know. Okay. After this thing, in regarding, I'm just watching up the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. You know, the future owner of the Miami Dolphins owns the Miami Heat. I could show you how it is. First of all, Mickey Arison's ownership, and to, you know, I don't know how it is if you heard of me, you know, saying to set up a football field at a stadium that actually look like a dome that play baseball. You know, this is what it is. After the first season of Mickey Arison's ownership of Miami Dolphins playing overseas, first season game overseas, you know, it's technically like a home game, but it's played overseas for the field of the new stadium. And I have to show you how it is. The stadium is, after I'm saying, it might be crazy. If it looks like it looks crazy, so damn ass crazy, they might call it the Miami Dome. But yes, it is named after a search engine. It is called the Miami Yahoo Dome. But let me, why the Miami Yahoo Dome? You know, I'm not Mickey Arison, but this is where it is. You know, X-League team known as the, yeah, an X-League team known as the Carnival Dolphins, Carnival Cruise Lines. So what the Miami Yahoo Dome is the most state-of-the-art stadium next to the American Airlines Arena Stadium, even though it's located across the street of the old Miami Arena for hockey fans, Panthers' old house where it used to be. Yeah, but this is football. We're not talking about hockey nor basketball. This is football. So how it looks like, and I have the picture. This is how the new Miami Dolphins home is gonna look like. Yeah, this is the Yahoo Dome in Fukuoka, as they played there. Well, that's just on my Motorola phone. As they played there, they want to play right there. As I'm saying, they're gonna play right there. As I'm saying, they could perform crappy. You know, just comparing apples and oranges. What else I could compare? Could compare of what I'm saying to my old thoughts. Saying, oh yeah, you're comparing a Harley Davidson motorcycle with a Hyundai motorcycle. Performing like Harley Davidson, that's the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Performing that like a Hyundai motorcycle, that's the Miami Dolphins right now when they perform like garbage. Well, this is what it means to return. Mickey Arison's ownership, the Miami Dolphins, based in Miami, Florida, the NFL, through the merger of Miami, to the merger of the AFL, known as the AFC. Oh, nah, this is just, alright, my bad. That's how it looked like. Want to see Carnival Dolphins? The X-League Fukuoka-based Carnival. That's the Carnival. That's the C. Carnival Dolphins. Carnival Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Well, that's how it is. You know, when everything's gotta fall down, once goes up, once you fall, you know. Memories of if I'll be there for the demolished of the SunLife Stadium because it's going to be demolished if they sell it to Mickey Arison. They're going to stay in Miami. But, you know, home games for the Miami Dolphins will be played at their temporary home called Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. You know, this is more until the Yahoo Miami Dome get constructed. You know, this is more like a very good investment, foreign investment, and we haven't this like foreign investment coming from Japan, and then Mickey Arison might know how to do it. You know, a boat. After they have a boat called the Dolphin, Carnival has a ship called the Dolphin. You know, have you heard of Kawasaki? Makes the company that makes speed bikes, motorcycle like the Ninjas, knockoff of Cruiser of a Harley Davidson, but better than the Chinese knockoffs. Well, and they're making high-speed trains, and also they make chips. Yeah, that's the Dolphin, and that goes to Hawaii. You know, and then this is where Carnival has set up things, starting from from Hakata Port to Hawaii. This is where the thing about Carnival, X-League's Carnival, Coca-based X-League Carnival Dolphins, that is, and they name after that, the Miami Dolphins, even though the praise of Miami's oldest sports franchise, Florida's oldest sports franchise in general, you know, in professional sports, but, you know, this is where it is. The falling of the Yahoo Dome, the falling of the SunLife Stadium, you know, the new creation of a new stadium. It is like Mickey Arison is like saying, you heard of Walt Disney, right? Walt Disney, back then when he created his park, he went to Germany for a castle. That castle that you see in the Magic Kingdom, that is actually embraced or copied out from a castle in Germany. Well, the new stadium of the Miami Dolphins will have the same brought out copy design out of a stadium, a very popular stadium in Japan. You know, this would be like this is more like a duplicate of what Mickey Arison's Carnival Dolphins home is, and what the Miami Dolphins new home even embraced to a baseball team, even though the Marlins play in a different stadium where the Orange Bowl stands at. Can you imagine the Marlins playing in the same stadium if it's a new one? If Mickey Arison's correct. Is it like saying, oh, the Seahawks baseball team in Japan? Kind of crazy, but put it in their way, but that would be for the Carnival Dolphins sharing the same stadium. Yeah, but that's how it is. It is because I don't know when I'm gonna be there when the time comes when Mickey Arison owns the Dolphins. Mickey Arison's Dolphins will be the 19-0 Dolphins, either with this logo or the logo that I drew. That's Mickey Arison's Dolphins, 19-0 Dolphins. Even though the new Dolphins, I'm not familiar with the new Dolphins logo. I'm not familiar with the new Dolphins logo, and I ain't comfortable with it. But you know, change the players, the CEO. Who knows? Might be the CEO. Change the players, change the management. Jeff Ireland ain't gonna be there during Mickey Arison's ownership. You know, it might be some other dude. Maybe Don Shula will be the manager, or yeah, who knows? Father and son, Dan Marino. Well, all I know is that Mickey Arison's Dolphins temporary home games and temporary home will be temporary in the temporary home. Home games and temporary home will be played at Lockhart, while the new stadium is constructed. They'll play in their new stadium. You know, hope to God I'll be there for the demolition of the SunLife. The demolition of SunLife. You know, is somebody heard on the radio about the Dolphins being sold and not willing to remodel? Well, Mickey Arison's Dolphins, demolition of SunLife, Dolphins' first season games to be technically like a home game will be played overseas. So that's it about that. Bye bye and peace out.